Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 103rd installment of For the Fan. I am Will, and I'm here with Dom and Jake. Gentlemen, hello.
What's up?
Happy Wednesday.
How are you?
Top 7 days of the week for me. That's my Wednesday. It ranks up there, top 7.
Good, I'm glad.
Yeah.
It's about where it is for me, so that's good.
What a week 3, man. There's just so much and just excitement. It was a wild week 3, just to say the least. I don't want to jump the gun on anything, but it was just so mayhem. It was crazy.
It was week 3. It was a good week 3. I feel like every week has gotten a little bit better in this season, and I'm happy about it.
Well, because no one does preseason anymore, so week 1 is preseason.
That's true. And week 1 kind of sucked. Week 1's been good. Week 2's been good. Week 3's been good, except for that Monday night game. That was literally a field goal fest. That was not so much fun. Pat McAfee said, that he hates the kickoff fair catches, and it makes the game even worse.
This guy caught a fair catch on the goddamn 12-yard line.
And he was not wrong.
Disgrace for kickers.
It's a stupid rule in football. I get it, but it's still stupid. And if you don't want to return a kick, don't return a kick. That's it. The fair catch thing ain't it.
Yeah.
And it made the game more boring. On top of it being boring.
I watched the Eagles game because I had fantasy implications on that game. So I was like, I need to watch and make sure Rachaad White doesn't run anything. And then he fumbled the football. I'm like, yep, that's how his night's going to go. He's not going again.
Much better game.
Right? Well, cool. I survived the day with injuries galore.
The Eagles gave Jake a birthday present.
Yeah.
As a win. That was good. Best game of the season so far for the Eagles. So that was cool.
It's a very low bar we're tripping over there.
Yes.
We'll talk about it when we get to that point, okay? But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in, and you are watching and or listening to For the Fan.
You are listening to For the Fan.
Yes, week 3 was wild, and let's just take the low-hanging fruit. We're just going to open up with the show because apparently, per sources, the Miami Dolphins have just scored another touchdown while that intro was going on, okay? But 70 points, a historic performance by Miami's own Tua, Tyreek, Devon A. Chan. That's how he wants to be called. That's Devon A. Chan.
Wow.
So
Achan.
Yes.
Got it.
The E is silent for some reason. I don't know.
I also
I'm not here to discuss.
Wait.
About Kamara. His mom says one thing, he says another thing, and then he just said, say it how you want. So running back.
Yeah, I don't care. Do it. But
Yeah.
it took a coming out party for him just to correct his name. But yes.
He's had a coming out party before. It's called beating Alabama.
Oh.
He destroyed Alabama a couple years ago.
Well, he also destroyed Alabama products, Jerry Jeudy, and the Denver Broncos as well. So it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, so Tua, he has his historic performance and finished the first half 16 of 16. I think he finished a hair under the perfect quarterback QBR. I think he was like a 155.8.
Mike White, 2 throws, 2 touchdowns, right? Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. I need to pull up something because I did bookmark this on Twitter, but
maybe that was game. Not that it mattered because that was a garbage time.
Was that his one game a year?
2 throws, 2 touchdowns, has such a better completion rate and more touchdowns than some quarterbacks in the league. Maybe.
Yes. Apparently, this lookalike of Mike McDaniel is in the crowd asking who needs fantasy points. I got you. We're going to do this together.
That's fantastic. Look at that. Also, class act. Mike McDaniels could have kicked the field goal to tie an NFL record and said 70 is good enough.
Wouldn't it be break the record? I thought 70 tied.
73 would tie the record of what the Chicago Bears did back in 1940 to the Washington Redskins.
Yes.
In the NFL championship that year. Imagine that. You make it all the way to the championship game, you lose 73-0. Like, that's terrible.
maybe the worst championship of all time.
But yes, what is everyone's I don't know, just thoughts on this game, because it was one of the wildest track meets of all time, because there was just speed everywhere. There was something that went on every angle of this game.
Oh, couldn't have happened to a better person, Sean Payton.
Not even that. The defense, screw the Denver defense and all the dirtiness they've done the past, however, the first 2 weeks of the season. And I could not have been happier that it was done against them. And I hope I could say a lot of things I'm not going to say.
Yeah, I'm so happy that you cut me off there because I was at the...
but first, possession of there's Mike McDaniel's.
He's up in the 300s. He's like, come on, we can do this all together.
Well, he's got a
coach from the press box.
Yeah, maybe it's like a hive mind thing, like him and the real McDaniels communicate, and he's looking at it from above. But so it started right away with Tyreek, right? Them just letting Tyreek score a touchdown like it's nothing, and then it just never stopped. It literally just never stopped.
Come on. Tua with 2 no-look shuffle passes. Like, that blew my mind. I was like, oh, no, this is Mahomes. I'm like, after I saw that first one to Mostert, I'm like, this game is just, it's going to go, like.
That's Mahomes to McKinnon.
Have fun showing up, Denver. I mean.
Against Denver. Because McDaniel is a smart man.
McDaniels is a smart man.
The ball boy at one time for Denver.
Jake sent me a video today, and it was all of Tyreek's pre-snap movement, where he's basically having a running start laterally before he goes up the field as they snap it, because McDaniels knows what he's doing. He's a smart guy. And yeah, I mean,
cannot believe people didn't think about that sooner.
Right, money man, right there.
It was like it's the Canadian Football League. They all get running starts before the snaps and just.
Yep.
Yeah, but
just think of this
with just motion, and it's just so simple, but yet
works.
Why did no one think about this?
And what's crazy is there was no Jalen Waddle, so there was no wide receiver too for the Dolphins, and they still, compiled the greatest modern game of all time.
Yes, it was fantastic. Great game. If you had the Denver defense, you're lucky that they scored a return touchdown, because you would have had like negative 75 points for that defense. And instead of dropping them, you should have dropped yourself right out of fantasy football. If you had any running back on Miami, basically, you're good. Amazing. Fantastic. I traded Raheem Mostert last week, and I clearly didn't win that trade. Obviously, Tyreek, good game.
Yeah, you also traded away Deshaun Watson for Alvin Kamara. He lost that trade too.
Well, we don't know yet.
Well, Kamara hasn't scored anything.
Yep, we'll see.
Yep,
we'll see. I was so okay with that trade. But yeah, so Miami Dolphins, man. I guess I was wrong about everything, and that's okay. I will admit, I'm not good. I still lost.
Yes, Jason had 2 players put up 40+ points, and he still lost by 20.
Jason is the person I traded Raheem Mostert to, who got 45 points. And Jason, you always lose. You know what's funny about that?
He should know better than to do trades in fantasy, because they always blow up in his face immediately.
They have never worked out for him one time ever. I've traded with Jason. This might be the 5th time in fantasy football in a season that I've traded with Jason. I win pretty much each one, and it's not on the dot. It's like he'll trade me, and I'll trade him players, and all the players I trade him immediately get hurt and are out for the season, so he loses that trade. Maybe the first time he's won a trade against me, still lost that week. So that is a brutal one, and that is why we say, Jason, you always lose.
Jason, you suck. That's all I'm hearing. That's a great way to make my first impact on the show. Sorry, Jason.
Colton, how's it going?
What's up, boys?
So you do know on the Dolphins, historic 70-point performance. Or if you want to flame to the Broncos, you can do that too. I mean, Vance Joseph as defensive coordinator.
I want to know what those squares are supposed to be.
I can guarantee that they are 2 number 1 signals. I can tell you that right there.
Number 1, yeah.
Colton, your thoughts on how wrong I was about the Miami Dolphins all the time?
I mean, the thing is, we know how good they are. It's how long can Tua stay healthy for? That's the big question. Like, we know they're really good. Oh, thank you, Jason. Thank you.
Oh, he doesn't pick up on mine. He actually has
Like,
the hand hard of him.
we know how good the Dolphins can be. So, like, I can't say I'm shocked by this performance. Like, they have a ton of talent. If Tua has time, Tyreek is so damn fast. Like, see, you know what's funny? I don't like Coward because I think Colin Coward, he like has some absolutely wildly dumb takes at times. But I thought today I was on my lunch break and I was listening to him, and he said they kind of like took a piece out of the 49ers playbook. Like, the 49ers just want to out-physical you with guys like Debo, Ayuk, Kittle, where the Dolphins just want to freaking blow by you with Waddle, Hill, Mostert, and then Akanji, their new running back, their new young speed guy.
Achan.
That's their take on what the 49ers offense is. Shocker, McDaniel coming from the Niners offense. So again, the talent's there for the Dolphins. I think they have enough talent defensively too to get a stop. They're not like an elite defense like the Steelers, the Eagles, the Niners, but they have enough weapons offensively. Great, you have a good defense. We saw how good Buffalo's defense was. Yeah, the number one defense. They got a bazillion points put up on them because, again, when you're playing the best offenses in the league, like Kansas City, they're going to get points. It doesn't matter how good your defense is, they're going to get points. So I think the Dolphins could eventually get a stop in one of those games. They have good pass rushers with Bradley Chubb and Jalen Phillips. I think they can eventually get a stop. The big question with this team is, can Tua stay healthy the whole damn season? Because if he can, this is not a team you want to face at all. Not fun. And especially when it comes down to the summertime, or not summertime, oh God, gets late in the season, like playoff time, it's going to be hot there. So you're going to have a team from somewhere else. Miami's used to it. They're going to go there, and it's going to be like 80-something degrees.
And they're sitting in the sun, so it's another 30 degrees hotter.
Exactly. So that's going to beat up on them where the Dolphins are used to it, and the Dolphins are in white. Dolphins are in the shade. That's another advantage for them. Like, this team's really damn good. I don't know why people are shocked by it. I don't know if it's because Tua's healthy, where it's like, oh, God, that's what this team could be. So, again, my fiance's family is all Dolphins fan. They were just there for that ass-kicking of the Broncos this past weekend. They say it, too. If Tua stays healthy, the sky's the limit with this team. And that's what's scary. Like, it all relies on Tua being healthy. And the past few seasons, he hasn't been healthy. He's had ginormous scares.
Well, besides,
I hope for his sake, because it's fun to watch, he stays healthy. But my goodness.
Besides his health, too, we got to see what they actually do once it becomes cold and they have to travel. Because when they
got to go to Buffalo.
Well, besides
worry about that.
You still have
to worry about New England.
Didn't we look at their schedule? Didn't they not have to go anywhere?
They don't have to go anywhere. That's like really just
not until the playoff time.
Yeah,
if they're the number 1 seed or number 2 seed, they're most likely not having to go to the cold.
That might be true, but there's so many other teams.
Kansas City,
and then you go to the Super Bowl. The weather's not a factor. So I mean, if they stay as good as they are, they might say, "Fuck it, I don't care. We're gonna be the 1 seed. You're coming to us, so I don't have to worry about the cold."
I think the coldest places they do go to is Frankfurt against the Chiefs in November, and then the Jets in MetLife Stadium on the Black Friday game.
That's a cakewalk. That might be another 70-point game.
God, make it 100. I don't really care. Just like how Chosen Anderson said. No, Robbie Chosen. I'm sorry, I messed up his name. I thought we were gonna go for 100, man. We just kept on going.
I was chosen. I would love
pretty upset that they didn't go for 100.
Robbie, that'd be better than Robbie Chosen or Chosen, whatever it is.
The Sun God, man, that kind of hurt when Mike White threw a touchdown to Robbie. I was just like, man, what could have been?
Dude ran laterally on the field for like 4 minutes. Did you see that?
Yeah, and he burned Pat Surtain too. Like, come on.
Yeah.
All right, well. Dom today made a little graphic for us, and I'm gonna let him take the floor. It's called the hot seat meter because hey, Dom's been making this for I don't know, last week. It wasn't done yet, and Dom was like, you know what, I have to execute it now because if I don't do it now, I'm gonna miss the opportunity. So Dom, I'm gonna let you have the floor on this one.
Okay, first of all, this was Jake's idea. Jake said this. He was like, you should do this. I was like, we should do this, and we did it, and it's fantastic. And Colton will love this. We will all love this because we're all in the train. It seems like the rest of the world's on the train, except for the organization themselves. That train, and the graphic and the meter is right here. The Brandon Staley hot seat meter. Colton, I know you love this. We're going to keep up with this every week until one of the two things happen, the top or the bottom.
No, until he's fired.
Well,
Until he's fired.
yeah, essentially.
That's my mission. Get this guy out of here.
Yeah, it's
He's no good.
After this week, when, yes, they won a game. They won a game fantastic against another 0-3 team, whatever. They almost lost that game. None other than because of this man right here, Brandon Staley, who decides on his own 30, maybe 35.
24-yard line.
24-yard line, even worse. On his own 24-yard line, when you could just punt the ball away on what was it, a 4th and 4 maybe?
It was short. I think it may have been a 4th and 2.
All right, whatever. He went for it to ice the game, I guess. Very unsuccessful after, I don't know. They don't have Eckler. They haven't been running the ball too well. Josh Kelly's doing nothing, whatever. He decides to run a play on 4th and 2, unsuccessful, gives the Vikings every chance in the freaking world to win this game. And without some luck and a little bit of Kenneth Murray, right? That's who it was? Kenneth Murray?
Yeah.
Am I correct? Yeah. Without a tipped interception in the end zone, the Vikings should have won this game. So I do not put this win on Brandon Staley. I would have put this loss on Brandon Staley. I even say in his book this is a little bit of a loss because that was just blind luck. Here we are with this hot seat meter. So if you guys want to touch on how bad we want Brandon Staley to be fired because we want the Chargers to succeed and we've been riding this train.
I don't. I think Jake would like them to succeed. I don't. I know the talent's there. And then the AFC, I want them to continue to suck, honestly. Cool, I don't care. They have no fan base. Or their home games get taken over by away fans.
No, they're taken over by robots and all that stuff.
Oh, gosh. Don't get me started. Exactly. They're a prop. They're a prop out in LA. Gosh. Why do we put two teams there? They don't have a fan base for one team. Yeah,
no, the Rams are pretty popular in LA, except for the 49ers because they just outright buy the tickets.
Ugh.
They're smart. They have all the bots. They buy them all up and
all the bots.
Well, either way, out of respect for their team and their talent, I do want to see their talent succeed at least. And Brandon Staley is just not helping that. So,
for context, the Eagles don't even do the 92% QB sneak on 4th and 2,
or on their own side of the field.
Well, on their own side of the field, but not at past the 30.
Yeah, the 20. That was just, dude. I was watching that game and my mind was blown. I was like, I texted Jake immediately. I was like, "This is insane. They're gonna lose the game. This is all Brandon Staley's fault. He's getting fired.
He's gonna get fired if they lost,
right?" So
one would think
him on the field.
Well, actually, maybe one would think. I don't know about the Chargers, man.
Can I make a bold take? Can I do a bold take here?
Sure.
Ben Johnson, the Detroit Lions offensive coordinator, will become the head coach of the Los Angeles Chargers
after this. Okay, yeah, after this season. Yeah, sounds good. I'm okay with that. 100%. Anything is better than Brandon Staley at this point. So. Oh. Okay. Just to add to this a little bit. I don't want to harp on it for too long, but just to add to this a little bit, me and Jake did a deep dive on Brandon Staley, by the way. Have no clue how he got his job.
Nope.
Just zero idea. He went from a D3 college defensive coordinating position to coaching Khalil Mack on the Bears. I don't know how he made that jump. So he rode a great defensive roster, then went to, I think the Broncos won. Oh, LA. Okay, sure. Rode a great defense for a year there, and then just got a head coach.
He's a head coach. He went from
no clue how this
head
happened.
Coach of a D3 school or a
D3.
No, it wasn't D3. It's whatever division IA, whatever North.
You guys are haters.
Whatever.
They sound like haters, right? Well, guy doing well for himself, they sound like haters. I don't know.
I mean, he was probably just like a positional coach when he was with the
head coach of a nondescript of James Madison to
a defensive
coordinator and positions coach for the Bears. He went right to the NFL.
Yeah, I don't.
And then another 1 year as a positions coach in LA, right to head coach.
I don't know how this jump happened. They thought
he does that.
Like haters. Good for him. Sound like haters, boy.
I mean,
he'd be a hater if he succeeds. He sucks.
He sucks.
Well, he went to the Super Bowl with the Rams. I don't know.
I believe Sean McVay went to the Super Bowl.
that defense was elite, and who takes credit for the defense being elite? Looks like right place, right time, boys. I don't know.
The defense was also elite before he got there.
Well, wrong guy. How about that?
Looks like haters to me, man. I don't know. I don't know.
And I could say a lot of
hate to see a guy do well, even though he's awful at his actual job. But yeah,
You're doing well.
You're doing well. I'd be all over it.
Yeah, I would be all about it. He's not doing well though.
He just sucks. This is the sole reason why they haven't won a playoff game.
I agree.
It's a Charger thing, guys. It's a Charger thing.
They also that.
They're not allowed to do well. It's not allowed. San Diego to LA. Let's send them somewhere else. Maybe we'll win there. Just
as a plan, actually do well. Roger said so.
All right. Well, while I'm here showing graphics and stuff, Will, do you want me to take the next part?
Yeah, take the next part.
Okay.
Do it.
Poor Will. Lost his job.
Well,
Will lost his job before Brandon Staley lost his job.
I know, I did. Oh, well, I may as well just do this now.
Brandon, no, you don't have to do that. It's okay. Brandon Staley, or not Brandon Staley. Jeez, Colton. Sorry, Colton. And
he threw the challenge flag.
Yes, last week Will broke some news on the show, and I was talking about it, and I was using information that I thought Will had said, and Will was like, "What are you talking about? I didn't say that." And Colton was like, me and Colton were shocked. We were like, "We thought you said that." Colton, you're gonna see it on this tape. Colton was like, "We got to check the tape." I checked the tape, and I wanna put this out here for Colton to see this as well because he wanted to see it, and I want everyone else to know. I guess gained a probably maybe better first round pick, so that's cool.
First round pick.
What'd you say? I thought they traded first round picks as well. No,
a swap of 2026 draft picks.
Oh, was it not first round picks?
Why would they switch first round picks? That's ridiculous.
I don't know. You said swap.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought you said swap first round picks.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Where's the beginning of this clip? Hold on. Where the hell's the beginning when Will was actually talking about the picks when he broke the news?
I swear I.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
All right, let me go back. Let me go back.
Setting the scene.
Yeah, I was just setting the scene here. I gotta go back to okay, right there. Got it.
Let's say you got to get where Will breaks the news. Let's say that didn't help me anyway.
I wanted to put this out there first, where he corrected me. All right,
there's the challenge on the.
Yeah. We put the challenge on the play. This is the tape. We're watching the tape back.
Michigan can't wax them for some reason. Michigan can't cover the spread at all anyway.
It's 24.
Michigan can't cover. If you look, they haven't covered the spread.
Oh, breaking news. Cam Akers has just been traded to the Minnesota Vikings for a swap of 2026 first round picks.
Oh, God. He just, I knew it. You get out. I knew it. You get out.
And
take a hike.
There's 15 different things go. I didn't even hear the reaction because some person called the landline over here, and it's a fax machine trying to scam with the damn dial-up stuff.
Oh, wow.
So here we go. Will,
you know about the phone so well. It always rings.
Wow.
I had to put it on there. I was like,
Will. Wow. Wow.
In the bedroom.
Oh, it was too good. We wanted to see tape. There's a tape. It was funny. Well, you can take the floor now, and hopefully you say it all correctly, and all is well.
Wow.
We always say strong stuff. It happens to everyone.
Oh, absolutely. Just Will's later on. No way they would trade a first round pick. Swap first round pick. Oh, well, that was out of your mouth, man, not mine.
Our faces too. We were like,
why couldn't the internet have been written in like crayon or something? I don't know.
In your mind, it is.
Sure it is. Will's like, I'll screw. I didn't say that.
I'm not doing it anymore. Okay. So let's get back into it. Composure. We got it. Okay, cool.
Okay.
So debate time again. Why not? Because there's always topics to discuss around the league. We could always talk about them in crunch time. So let's talk about one of the first things, okay? Justin Fields calls out his offensive coordinator last week. The defensive coordinator gets his house raided by the FBI, allegedly, even though there's not been a correct source that's, said that's happened because Peanut Tillman was not there. I don't know. They go out and they get embarrassed in front of Taylor Swift and the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday. Prime time, mind you. Okay, Kevin Burkhardt on the call with Greg Olson. So After that embarrassment they put on the field, they have still yet to have win a game since last year. Monday Night Football, I think it was week 6 where they beat the Patriots in their own disaster that the Patriots were having last year. They have not won a game in close to a calendar year. The topic here, should the Bears trade away Justin Fields, blow it up, start over again in 2024?
Well, I heard like a Jets trade away Zach Wilson and a first and a second for Justin Fields. How would you feel about that?
That'd be the Jets move.
I saw it was a Who Says No post. And I was like,
I'm pretty sure FanDuel posted that. Like, you want engagement, you're getting the wrong engagement on your damn social media posts. This isn't Madden, okay? I can make Justin Fields good at Madden. I can't make him. Christ, the Jets can't do anything good for Zach. Do you think they're really going to do anything for that dumpster fire in Chicago? No.
Yeah, the problem is no one's going to take him midway through the season. So
yeah,
and they're going to have to pretty much go all in on losing to get Caleb Williams and then try to trade away Justin Fields. The problem is, I guess someone would want him. Like, I guess he's shown more than Trey Lance has. So I guess you could trade him. It would be a Patriots
move to trade for Justin Fields.
I mean,
that Trey Lance didn't show major negatives, as much negative stuff. Like, there's still
I don't think Justin Fields is like awful. Like, I don't think he's. I'm sorry, I'd take Justin Fields over Trey Lance, to be honest. Like, Trey Lance looked like dog shit. So I'm good on that. Like, I'd rather Justin Fields. The problem is, like, the Bears are kind of like controlling him in a way, like where it's like, okay, we want you to turn into this type of player. No, like, he can't read defenses that well. He's a athletic freak with a bazooka of an arm. Get him out in the freaking flat, roll him out, play action, and let him see the field and say, oh, is there a guy somewhere where, like, you see the field, it's not hidden for him? Is it there? No. If not, I'm booking it. Mike Vick, see you later. I'm gone.
Should be every play.
Like, that should be their offense. It's pretty much running and play action off of it. Clearly, you can't play action every freaking pass, but my gosh, that's what it should be. Read option. You're telling me you can't do these things with him? And yet you don't see that in Chicago. Like, again, I'm not a genius. I'm not an offensive winner. I'm not going to tell you how to run an offense. Like, I don't know that the X's and O's of doing that. But my goodness, they're doing shit ass backwards with the guy that's not a perennial pocket passer. You see how he literally is second all time in the season in rushing yards. He's disgusting. He was running all over the field just like Lamar Jackson. Like, come on, what are we doing, Chicago? He's not a pocket passer. It's Chicago's own fault here. I don't get how they can be this bad organizationally, but they are. Like, they just prove time and time again, like, they're that bad.
Oh, I also forgot to add about the bad Wednesday that Chicago was having, where they had $100,000 worth of equipment stolen from Soldier Field. Yeah. And it's funny that I saw the video of the guy that walks into all the college stadiums and all that stuff on TikTok. He then got in the Soldier Field because someone left the door open. So whoever took it probably went through the same door and then took all the lawnmowers, parking equipment, and whatnot.
They're at this point, they're just shy of someone driving onto the field and doing donuts. Like, this is nuts.
Browns 2.0.
Talk about that. I do feel like this situation is most comparable to maybe Baker, where it's just like it was not a good situation at the end of that with the Browns and Baker, and they kind of just let it walk, and maybe Justin Fields finds success elsewhere. You know, Baker found a little tiny bit of success, kind of rejuvenated his name a little bit in LA for a second, and now is genuinely having success in Tampa Bay. So, you know, that's at least the most relatable, most comparable situation I can think of that this maybe plays out as. But yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like this is a combination of he just hasn't improved since last year, and a combination of the situation just ain't right now. The team, everything is just seeming to not be right. The energy's not there. I mean, DJ Moore, I don't know if you saw the clip of DJ Moore. He was like mic'd up, and someone on the other team or something was saying something to him.
Oh, yeah, they ain't using you right.
They ain't using you right. And DJ Moore was like, I know, kind of thing. So, like, there's that.
Yeah, so
it's just...
Eberflus is going to get fired before week 6.
It's possible. And the just situation's all wrong. So, like, I think that's pretty much where this is at, you know?
I read a thing of Bears fans where it's like, here's a head coach that's been there for a while. They inherit a guy. So, like, what? Lovie Smith, Lovie Smith was there. He gets fired. Jay Cutler was his guy. Then the new coach that came in, I'm drawing a blank on what his name. Mark Trestman? Yeah, Mark Trestman. He takes over. He wants a quarterback. They do the whole thing. John Fox goes, no, John Fox was there. Oh, hey, we don't want this guy anymore. We want a quarterback. So they take Mitch Trubisky. They fire John Fox. And then, we see what's his face, Matt Nagy going. He doesn't want Mitch Trubisky, so he wants his own quarterback. So he's going to take, Justin Fields. And now we're kind of in that cycle again where this quarterback's just going to get stuck in the whole same realm and all that stuff. But
everything is wrong in Chicago, man. I mean, it's been wrong for years with the head coach and head coaches. And Matt Nagy finds success as an offensive coordinator, right? Offensive coordinator? Is that or defensive? What is he? He's in Kansas City right now,
he's
right?
the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, and they like him there, and it seems to succeed, obviously.
Well, it just shows like a lot of good
coordinators, yeah.
Coordinators are great coordinators and not good coaches.
And again, I just
Probably
feel like
Brandon
it's a bad
Staley.
situation. Yeah, I feel like it's just a bad situation all the way around. Stadium situation isn't pretty right now. Hasn't been pretty for years, I guess, because they want a new stadium or they're gonna or whatever it is. It's just like the whole thing all the way around for the Bears is just not it. So I think that's where it's at.
They'd find a way to get the first pick, and Caleb Williams says, you know what? I'm good.
He's going to see the Cardinals at 2. He's going to say, yeah, nah, I'm not doing it.
Wait, did he say that?
He's already mentioned that he might stay depending on what team gets number 1.
Yeah.
I think it was a reference to the Cardinals, but
he'd be dumb doing that, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it.
So let's see. Let's go back to week 3.
Is Allison in like NFL social media now? Is that what's happening?
Probably because Taylor Swift took over.
Oh, do we want to mention it at all?
No.
No.
I did have it as a topic, but I'm like, I got some better topics that we can.
I mean, it's if you haven't.
I got better topics that we could talk about. I did have it originally written down, but I'm like, nah, I'm just creeping that out.
I mean, it's if you've gone on social media, you've seen it, and that's that.
I would have hit an ejecto button on myself if we went there.
So last week, during the Jets and Patriots game, the Patriots attempted a goal line, a 3rd and 1 rush to where some scrums happened after the play, where Sauce Gardner and Mac Jones got into it after the play with C.J. Mosley coming in. There was no flags on the play. Devin McCourty came out and says, you can't keep defending these things about, Mac's reputation as a dirty player because this isn't the first time. This isn't the second time. This isn't even the third time that he's done stuff like this. He said, he's twisted Brian Burns' ankle. He was out for, I think, the rest of the year for that. He slid kick Jaquan Brisker with the Bears. Devin McCourty also went on to say, he doesn't think he's a dirty player, but, he has to keep in mind, hey, not a lot of people are going to keep on defending you with this stuff. But the question here is, what should the NFL do with Mac Jones?
Well, they do realize, right? Like Tom Brady did the nut kick on almost every slide he ever did.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to do anything unless he does it again. Kind of like, okay, the NFL knows now, okay, we're not going to act dumb. Like all the videos are out. So I guess if something else happens again with him, then they might do something. They might fine him. And then if something happens again, then I guess suspend him. But no offense, we knew Vontaze Burfict was a dirty bastard in Cincinnati and when he went to Vegas, and nothing ever really came of that. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's rather unfortunate, but you might not start getting calls in games. Like if someone, gives them a little extra, the league is going to know. People are going to know. So
last year he got injured by I would say illegal hit or whatever, tackle or whatever by someone on the Ravens, maybe? I can't remember.
Calais Campbell?
Yeah, Calais Campbell tackled him from behind, body weight and everything, whatever, and Mac got injured from that. There's always going to be stuff that happens. People get riled up. Something like the Brian Burns one, that's awful. I feel like that's a suspendable act, You do something to injure someone else. But, whatever. There's enough that goes around where people get injured and they don't get any action, and then they do it again the next week. We've already seen that this season. So I'm as clueless as anyone when it comes. I'm as clueless as the NFL when it comes to doing discipline stuff. So I don't know. I mean, it's just
you're not getting away with it, Jake. You're not getting away with it. I had to do it.
What? It didn't explode this week, so
Someone didn't put them in the freezer.
I
Oh,
it
God,
wasn't
that's
part.
a rookie
But-
mistake.
It was a multiple temperature change part, but yes, we will continue. It's not-
So following their Week 3 loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers, Devontae Adams mentioned, hey, he's not happy with the culture in Vegas. It's not a winning culture. He's kind of just tired of losing and whatnot. He's he's playing for his hometown team, the team that he's watched. Since he was a kid, it's always been a dream for him. Went there because of Derek Carr. Derek Carr leaves. He goes to New Orleans. My question to you is, should the Raiders trade away Devontae Adams?
No.
No.
The Raiders should not do that. That'd be very silly of the Raiders to do that, but wouldn't shock me. No, they should not trade him away. He's the best player on the roster. Devontae's also an idiot. What'd you sign up for, big guy?
Yeah.
You knew what you signed up for? Your best friend gets traded away. They isolate him to the dungeon, and you don't say anything like, nah, that's my guy. That's why I came here. Yeah, you pretty much sat there in silence about it. I don't know what to tell you. This is what you get. This is what you get. I don't know what to tell you.
Also, I think McDaniels gets fired before Devontae Adams gets traded.
I don't know.
I don't think McDaniels gets fired.
He's another guy. I don't think they have the money to fire him.
The Raiders can't afford it because the whole Gruden contract, and they're Gruden got what, 120 million over 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, shouldn't have caved to the public pressure from the I don't know what to call it, assassination attempt to try and get it. Dan Snyder.
Yeah, that was not.
You shouldn't have caved that. Now you're just stuck.
The optics would be awful as well. 2 coaches in a row like that. I think they should have stuck with that special teams coach, that interim for Gruden.
Yeah.
Freaking awesome. But whatever.
We all know the Philadelphia Eagles. They run a play on the goal line, okay? There's been several names that have come out about what to call that play. Okay, we know Philly has, tremendous plays like Philly and whatnot. But I got to ask you, what should the proper name of the Eagles goal line quarterback sneak?
It was already had a name.
It is what it is.
It already had a name last year. 92%.
Yeah. I mean, that's what
I read it was the brotherly push.
That's what the Eagles fans want to call it. Don't let the Eagles fans get away with this one. This is easily the tush push.
Brotherly shove.
Oh, the tush push is beautiful as well.
It is. It sure is. Philly should embrace it, honestly.
I mean, they do also embrace the 92% thing. I mean, I know for New Heights podcast,
Jalen Hurts himself called it 92%.
Yeah,
I don't care what he calls it. He's not gonna yeah, man, I'm getting my tush pushed. He's not gonna say that. He's not gonna sign up.
Oh
for
man,
that.
push my
He put
tush.
him at 92% in the beginning in week 4.
Nah, I don't care. No, I'm good. All the Eagles fans can sit in their little holes and call it the 92%. I'm going to call it, since I hate the play so much, even though it works like a charm. I'm calling it
too. It's fine. It's not patented.
I think
I think another team actually did it though this week.
Well, it's gonna happen because it's a play that exists.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't seen it a lot, honestly. So
I think
it's the Philly O-line is that fucking good. So they're like, yeah, we're gonna do it. Because the thing is, everyone knows about it. And how many times have you seen a 4th and 1 or anything, and you don't see anyone do it?
Yeah.
It's a Philly thing, man. It's crazy. Oh yeah, we all hate it. Okay, it's not just Philly's playbook. You can all use it. No one uses it because it's Philly's line. It's disgusting. That's pretty much what it is. They're proving it time and time again.
Oh yeah,
everyone can do it. It's not just okay. All right, it's Philly's play. We're not gonna do it. You see, it works like a charm every fucking play.
For a little bit.
Quit. Let's go.
And it's with a quarterback that could bench
squat
2 of us or whatever.
Yeah, he can squat 600 pounds.
Sorry, squat 2 of us. Yeah,
I didn't know Nick Chubb was your quarterback.
But it is.
Chubb squats 1,000.
I mean, there's been variations of quarterback sneaks. This is obviously the safest. I mean, Brady had his jump up and just float the ball over for a second kind of thing. But obviously, this is the safest version of a quarterback sneak you can have. And it's gone well, so screw it.
All right, I got one last one, okay?
Yes, sir.
It's not an NFL related one, okay? I cooked a really good steak today, so I needed to ask the opinion here of the proper degree to cook a steak.
Degree? What do you mean by proper degree?
Well, rare, medium rare,
Medium rare. It's not even a question. It's medium rare. If anyone else says anything, meet in the comments, and I'll meet you there. It's pretty much that's what I'm at.
It's
medium
not even a well done. It's a congratulations.
Yeah. Medium rare, please. Every time. I'm okay with medium well as well. I'm okay with well done.
It depends the place I go to. Like I'll order if I go to like a Texas Roadhouse or an Outback, I'll order a medium because if it's cooked, slightly under, I'll still eat it. Kind of deal. So if I'm going to a nice steakhouse, yeah, give me it rare. I could trust you. It's your
Give
job.
you just a straight rare, not medium rare,
rare.
just straight rare.
Just straight rare. Yeah. I have the photo of that one steak that was questionably raw. So
Well, you can tell the difference. There's rare and then there's not cooked. Rare.
blue.
Rare the correct way.
I like medium rare. I'll take medium rare. Just a little bit there.
Let's see. In honor of Damian Lillard being traded to the Milwaukee Bucks, Shams also posted that the Raptors got Lillard before a recently deleted tweet. Shams and then shambles. I want to take a little memory lane here to the last time there was a 3-team NFL trade.
Oh, well, our fantasy teams last week. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Eric Dickerson was traded from the Rams in 1988. They received Greg Bell, Owen Gill, Buffalo's first round pick, Indianapolis Colts first, second, a Bills 1 in 89, a Colts second in 89, a Bills second in 89. Whole bunch of players here. I don't really know how good they did because I don't even recognize half these names. The Colts ended up getting Owen Gill, the rights to Cornelius Bennett, a first. Well, no, they traded Gill, Bennett, a 1, 2 2s. They received Dickerson. And then the Bills, they traded away, Greg Bell, 2 1s, a second, and received the rights to Cornelius Bennett. So, yeah. That's all I got for that one. But
Just because, I'm not the one roasting you this time, I guess, but.
Got him.
That's all.
all right, let's look at our favorite games and moments from week 3 that are not the Miami Dolphins because they scored twice since we started. So, hey, they're just running it up at this rate. What is everyone's favorite moment or game or both?
Well, favorite moment is just it's not Miami, it's Denver and Sean Payton getting what he deserves.
Yeah, we all thought it was a Nathaniel Hackett thing. Yikes.
Listen, all I heard was they have to score. If they score 17 or more, they win the game. They scored 20 and they lost.
Yeah, they're not good. So for me, my favorite game of the week.
Houston having success is awesome. I will say, I love Houston having success. I
Oh
think
my
very
God!
great. Very cool.
Fullback Andrew Beck returning a kick, 89 yards.
That was nice. That was so awesome. 100% on our TikTok, by the way. I think.
Were there any close games this weekend? Honestly,
I'm trying to
Brandon
look
Staley meter.
Well, yes, that and then the Monday night game.
the Brandon Staley. That was a decent game. But.
Yeah, I guess the Brandon Staley game, is favorite game of the week. Favorite moment had to be how nuts the Swifties were. I hate to bring it up, but that's hilarious. Honestly, I was listening to the New Heights podcast today. I think we already mentioned it earlier. That's Jason Kelsey and Travis Kelsey's podcast, and the questions that are now dropping onto their show are quite amazing. So because you're having people that have zero attention in football now interested, and it was quite comical that the question today was on what is a down.
Yeah, what is
that
it?
was quite enjoyable, and they had really no idea how to describe it. So it was kind of incredible. So yeah.
Let me ask. Can I ask you guys a question here? All right, this is about it, but it's not about it. Do you think the whole Taylor Swift thing? Do you think all this attention? Do you think it's good for the NFL or bad for the NFL?
Oh, it's amazing for the NFL.
Good for the NFL.
Okay, all right.
Listen. All these people are going to want to go to a Chiefs game because Taylor Swift could be there.
Yeah, I think it's great for the NFL. I applaud success all the way around. Anything that helps the game is always a great thing. Phenomenal. Me and Jake deal with that with hockey all the time because that's much more of a important factor. But yeah, that's how I felt too. All I could think during it was like, man, like, and all this week since, it's like, this is awesome for the game. The NFL jumps at any chance of this. Like, this is just fantastic.
You do know that like
Oh,
the
this-
Travis Kelce women's jerseys went up by 400%.
100% is freaking nuts, dude.
Yeah, and it's a top 5 selling jersey right now.
Yeah, the best part of this though is like you're gonna have videos of like crazy Swift people now at these games.
That's the
If
part.
she's there. There's
My
one I
favorite
saw
part
that-
was, they were all waiting outside the owner's box, and she didn't even go that way. She went some other way. So I'm like, yeah, take it to them. Yeah.
there's someone. It was like a lady. It was like a lady pushing her, apparently pushing her in like a thing. It's like a gray box. It had like
yes.
popcorn on top, and the girl's like, "She's in there." I'm like, "Are you fucking dumb?" Like, okay, if she's in there, go rush it. Go rush it. There's no security guard. It's a lady pushing it.
So
There's, like, if it was like a big meathead pushing it, I'd be like, okay, all right. There's like top security, kind of like what Messi has with the MLS. That guy that like trots up and down the sideline watching Messi. Okay, if that was someone pushing it, I'd be, okay, she's in there. I'd believe it. Dude, have you not like seen how these stadiums are built? Because then, you're gonna run into the owner of that like said team and all this, that, and the other. No, there's elevators for them to go right down to the bottom, and you will not see them. I can't wait for this like comedy for the rest of the time.
I know.
Like, she's in that box. She's in that box. I'm like, you really have people believing she's in that box with this small, like 5-foot lady pushing that said thing? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she's in there. Go ahead. Go rush it. Like,
It's because she did it during her tour with stuff, and I
it
get
was
that.
like a maintenance box and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was like,
Okay,
hey, here's mop head.
again, I'd buy it if it was a meathead pushing it. Like, okay, like it's a big like guy that shouldn't be like working at, Arrowhead pushing popcorn around. Like, what are we doing?
You know what it reminds me of? Allison. Okay, well, just to clarify, her not included.
Not
This
compared.
reminds me so much of the Office moment where Michael Scott goes in the bottom of the push cart, and when there was a meeting going on that he wanted to be a part of. Do you remember that? No. Okay, cool. I'm sure someone remembers that. Whatever. How about this, real fast? Do we believe it's a real relationship or not?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, not yet.
Not yet.
I don't know how I feel about it either.
There was a paparazzi. They spotted Travis. Like Travis Kelce's in Kansas City, and it's like, no shit, he plays for the damn Chiefs. Like why else would he be there?
I
Allison,
think they are. I think you're just not going to hear much. Like, pretty much, I thought Travis kind of made that kind of the thing today on the podcast. I was like, yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to
I don't
touch on
know.
it anymore and talk about it because, like, the guy wants to talk football. Like, no one cares about, like, no offense, like, the true NFL fans that listen to their podcast, no one gives a rat's about, like, cool. Like, if you're a Chiefs fan, like, damn, Travis is that guy. Outside of that, it's like, okay, I don't want to hear about it. I want to hear football talk. So he pretty much made that known, like, yeah, like, cool. It was fun. We hung out after. Like, we're seeing it. And
So
Heidi helped back to football.
talk about it. Keeps on talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
it.
You're funny. I mean, I had to bring it up. You had, like, come on. Tell me it wasn't comedy seen every time during that game. Like, that was my napping time during that game because, like, it was awful. So I'm like, okay. Like, I had work that night at the fan, so I fell asleep. And I woke up, and I'm like, oh, my God, there's Taylor Swift again. Like, I don't care. It's a blowout game. Can we turn this off, please?
Yeah, I think the game even got like 26 million views. It outpaced
Yeah.
like a Cowboys game.
Yeah.
Yes.
My favorite game and moment was the Arizona Cardinals winning and just proving how shitty New York sports teams are. Okay, the Giants get blown out 40-0. The Jets, they lose by 20 or 40. I don't even know how much they lost by against Dallas. And then the Arizona Cardinals with Josh Dobbs, who's been in the system for 3 weeks. 3 weeks. He
Didn't
is
have his
rocket
jersey,
flying.
though. Didn't have his jersey in stock
No
in
jersey in
Arizona.
the team store.
True
He
story.
goes out. They put on a game and a half against the Cowboys. Kudos to the Cardinals. You are now going 1-16. I am happy for you.
Yeah, no Owen. Well, unless I mean, how many do we have? 4 0-3 teams left, or 3?
Yeah,
4.
they all play each other this week.
Yeah, so there's knocks out half of them. So that kind of
If they
sucks.
all tie, it doesn't knock out any of them.
Yay! Let's hope for that one.
Like comedy show. I know you would run with this, Will. Like I know you would be all over this. Like the next show, like outrageously annoying about it. I'd let you run with it though, Will. I'd give you your flowers. Have at it. The floor is yours, buddy. I'd wait for the graphic to come up. I know there'd be a specific graphic if these teams are all winless going into next week. And I'd give you the floor. I'd give it to you. You're going to have the show yourself. You can have it in the background. Have at it.
All right, quickly. Buy, selling, and holding following week 3.
yes.
Who are you guys buying into?
It's like my favorite segment. I'm not going to lie. I love buy, sell, hold.
Well, then the floor is yours. You start off. All right? You love it so much.
Why wasn't that ready? All right. Who do I want to buy? You know what? Because it's about time, I guess, and you've all given me enough shit for this. I'm buying the Miami Dolphins. How about that? All right. I've held on or sold or whatever the hell with them for too long. I will buy the Miami Dolphins. I'll suck up all my pride and just freaking do it. I buy the Miami Dolphins. Whatever.
Yes, because we know you are a closet Dolphins fan. Just like how Colton represents the Steelers behind him, but he just has another wall full of Ravens stuff.
Yeah, so for me, I'm going to buy into Tua. I think he has a legitimate shot at winning MVP, honestly. If he doesn't get hurt, I think he wins MVP.
Since I am the only one that took Miami to win the division, I cannot buy into the Miami.
It's fair. You were bought in before.
I just say I'm going to buy into Cleveland. I'm buying in on Cleveland.
Wow.
Yeah, Tennessee's not the greatest team, but that was an impressive defensive performance, especially the 1,000 IQ play by Myles Garrett. I don't think
what about the minus 1,000 IQ play by Deshaun Watson in said game?
Well,
what about the minus 1,000 IQ play by the referees? Amari Cooper was inbounds by like 17 yards.
Yeah. There's a lot of mixed IQs in that game there. Will.
Yeah, they all average 0, okay?
They all add up to Will's total.
74.
Okay. I'm going to buy into the Texans rookies, CJ Stroud, Will Anderson, Tank Dell. What a performance by all of them last week. I want to just buy him up, CJ Stroud might be the best rookie out of all of them until Anthony Richardson steps back on the field. Then, he'll take that reign once again. But
subsequently leaves again.
I will take up on the rookies on that one. Congratulations, Houston. I think you hit a home run this draft. Sell. Who are you guys selling on? I want to start first. I'm going to sell off on the New York Jets. I am done with this fucking team. I cannot fucking do it anymore.
Wow!
I am done. I'm not doing it anymore.
That was so beautiful.
I'm done. I can't fucking do it anymore. I hope they lose by 75 on prime time. I hope they have to turn to something else. I hope they turn to Days of Our Lives or whatever soap opera NBC pushes on the weekdays. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm over the Jets. I'm over the Zach Wilson experience. Ship them out. Do something. Aaron Rodgers is going to be there on Sunday. He already, he hinted at it, but he's going to be there. Hope he runs out that tunnel and says, "I'm back, bitches." I don't care. I'm done with them. I'm not buying them again. You can hold me to it. If they do good, I'm not buying them. I am going to sell them off, never to be done again. Not doing it.
Are you buying into
your Commander's jersey, you freaking fraud? I know you're a Commander fan. You wanted to put up like a fake act, like, "Oh my, I'm gonna have a meltdown over the Jets." Really prove I'm really aggravated.
It's literally there, right behind you.
Yeah. Well, can we get a close up of Washington Willie, please?
Oh God.
There you go. A little bit of Washington Willie.
I do have my Geno Smith and Jamal Adams jersey. Maybe I'm just a Seahawks fan.
Yo, this could be
does anyone have a track of like what we have done? Like keep a tally of what we've
I keep track of what I do actually. I keep a track of my buy, sell, and hold, so I don't so I know what I've held. So I
think the whole gist of it is what I've made is you just have infinite amount of holds and everything, so you could just
I like knowing what I did previously because I don't want to accidentally buy the same thing like 3 weeks in a row or whatever, and I'd like to eventually kind of reconcile what I've held and either sell or buy what I've held previously so that I can fulfill my receipt that I've made previously. But
so we're doing sells now. All right.
Yeah,
I am for the time being selling New Orleans because Jameis Winston is terrible. My man Derek Carr is out, so that team...
Kamara's back.
Yeah, and did you see what happened after Carr left the game? Only reason that comeback happens because Jameis Winston can't move the ball.
I want to know what happened. They were 6-1 with Jameis at quarterback, and then he tears his ACL, and he's just
I was laughing.
Good.
There's guys in New York that want the Jets to trade for Jameis Winston. Like, he's dog. Like, cool. I get Zach's
Andy
dog.
Dalton. Andy Dalton, man. I would sign up.
I think Andy Dalton. I mean, not gonna lie, just pick up freaking Carson Wentz and don't pay anything. I mean, you just do
I'm
that.
not paying Carson Wentz. No.
Dude, you could pay him dimes and he'll sign up for it. Like, come on. Ridiculous by the Jets. My gosh. You're bringing Trevor Siemian. It took you this long to bring in Trevor Siemian? I'm going to sell off on the Jets organization and Joe Douglas.
Hey,
how do you sign Aaron Rodgers? And again, the fan base, and I think the team doesn't want Zach Wilson anywhere near playing. Okay, you still want to sit behind Rodgers? Do you think if he sits behind Rodgers for a whole year, you're possibly going to have something? And you don't sign a backup quarterback? My God, Joe Douglas.
They signed Tim Boyle.
No.
It was Rodgers' buddy.
Was available. Gardner Minshew or whatever Mike Francesa called him, Minhue or whatever he called him. My God, you couldn't sign anyone? Taylor Heineke? You couldn't keep Mike effing White?
They have time. They're on teams right now.
I know, but that's my point. You couldn't sign those guys? They're free agents this offseason.
Should have re-signed Taylor, dude.
Like,
Taylor was sick.
Yeah, I'm selling on Joe Douglas. That's what I'm selling on. That's been the talk this week. How do you botch that? You don't want Zach anywhere near the starting job, yet you trade for a 39-year-old quarterback, and he blows out his Achilles in the fourth snap of the season. Are you freaking and here you go, Zach Wilson time. My gosh, botched the snap they did. Goodness me, selling Joe Douglas.
I am going to sell the Minnesota Vikings officially. I was holding on to that a little bit. I mean, they still put up receiving yards and all that, whatever passing. Kirk's not bad, but he's not good. And they cannot win a game, and I am just selling it
their
off.
defense can't stop a damn nosebleed. Like, come
Nope.
on.
So I'm just over it. Minnesota Vikings are a no for me, dog.
But by the way, I do have a buyback clause in that sell. By the way.
Oh, okay. What, to the Jets?
Joe Douglas.
Joe
Oh,
Douglas.
gotcha.
He pulls off getting Kirk Cousins.
See, that's why. So you just ruined my next one because I was holding on the Jets. Because it's not too late to save it if you go get yourself a Kirk Cousins.
Oh, it's gonna be like a Ryan Tannehill.
Sign Matt Ryan, bro.
Yeah, if you get Carson Wentz, Matt Ryan, Kirk Cousins, you can save the season and at least make the playoffs.
It's true.
I think they can make it to the Super Bowl if they get Kirk Cousins. See how good he is.
Can I say a buy real quick that I had in my mind all day and I forgot to say it?
See,
It's been in my mind all day, so I've been wanting to say it. I want to buy the Green Bay Packers, by the way, because I was the only one that picked them last week. They won.
They should have lost.
Oh.
They should have lost. Stop it.
your column. No.
I picked them. They won. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, they count for your record, but you're not going to be able to claim.
I
No.
do.
Yeah, you're
I,
not gonna be able to claim jack to that. And you want to buy him? Great. I'll bury him next week again for you.
I'm buying them. I don't mind what they're doing. We said week one it mattered who won that game between them and the Bears. Look what the Bears are doing. Look what Green Bay's doing.
All right, pick
Green
them
Bay's
this week.
doing much better. I don't know what they're doing this week.
Yeah, pick him this week. You buy him. You have to. That's what comes. Who do they play? Who do the
Detroit.
Packers play?
Detroit.
Detroit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They play Thursday night. Put your money where your mouth is. You buy him. Since you bought him, you buy him Thursday.
He mugging you.
Hey,
Pick them right now.
I bought Detroit week one, so I'm bought in on
Oh,
them.
here we go. He's gonna run.
So
to
they
his
have to.
cage.
So you have to tie then. Yeah, and then you have to call for a tie.
I have a tie. Yeah, 100%.
Okay. And what's the hold? What are we holding on?
Well, I just said mine because Colton ruined it. But
Oh,
see, we're back on the same page, though. See,
We are.
Telekinesis.
See, I'm gonna hold. I'm gonna hold on the Bucks.
Yep.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
agree 100%. I am also holding the Bucks.
that was not a bad game by them.
No, Mike Evans dropped a shit ton of balls. I wish he kind of caught him because it would have been
Well,
very.
it was raining on and off all game. There was bad wind at the start.
I don't know. Everyone else was catching the ball. Mike Evans ran his mouth out. I'm getting the bag, and I'm gonna have a great season. Dropped a lot of key balls yesterday. Dropped a touchdown, I think. I know he ended up catching one. I think he dropped the touchdown earlier in the game.
Dropped it was a comeback, and it was a kind of a sailed ball he had to jump for. And
We dropped a few. I think he dropped a touchdown. It was like in the corner pylon.
Yeah, like
He
first
dropped
quarter,
one.
first, second quarter. Yeah. I will hold on the Cincinnati Bengals for right now. I know they didn't play their best game. Joe Burrow played better than what he's played. I mean, he still has that calf injury, and he only threw an interception. That was kind of like the only key stat line that there was. But hey, he plays the Tennessee Titans, who secondary is not good, and they play the Arizona Cardinals. So I think, these next 2 weeks will be get right. They'll get back into their rhythm, and we'll be going on from there.
I am going to hold on to the Jacksonville Jaguars. It has not been that pretty so far this season. They've kind of performed a little bit under expectations so far this season. I think they can get right. I want to see Calvin Ridley be more involved, be more successful. I have not been happy in how that has gone a little bit. It's not gone as well as I thought. Week 1 was great. Thought like, oh man, this could be Offensive Player of the Year. And the last 2 weeks, not so great, not so involved. I still think they have so much. And I hope to buy them in the future.
Well, also Dougie Peace calling plays again. Now he took.
Yeah, you saw they took over like halfway through the game.
Well, you kind of had to. You're getting killed.
Yeah.
All right, bold predictions before week 4. What are you guys bolding on?
Oh, I don't know if I have one.
I don't know either.
Oof.
My
Steelers
bold,
after getting shellacked week 1 go to 3-1. I don't really know if that's a bold take, but it's bold now.
my bold prediction lost by 50 last week, so I'm not even touching bold prediction.
Oh God,
I'll say here. My bold prediction is Keenan Allen and Tyreek Hill continue their tear as the top 2 fantasy wide receivers, and I got both of them, so I'm okay with it.
My bold prediction is Denver and Chicago both find a way to lose the same game. That's my bold prediction. Because all of us are losing that game. That's a fact.
Conceded defeat.
My bold prediction is there's a tie this week.
Yeah,
that is bold. It's bold.
that will be it. 0-0.
You're gonna make me check the schedule now. I really don't.
We're about to go through it. So when you feel
we're about to go through it. You'll be able to see it.
I'll figure it out right away. You can start. Go ahead.
And we are on to week 4 predictions. Here are our scores from last week. Well, not that last week, on the season.
I forgot about this. This is so cool. That's right.
We do think alike, Jake. Look at that.
Well, we both came back the last couple of weeks, I think.
A little bit. We've only.
Yes, I had a 1-game lead last week to where now I'm behind a game.
And I'd have the lead right now. I think
the best.
me and Jake would have the lead if it wasn't for the damn Packers.
Colton and Jake both went 11-5. Dom went 10-6, and I went 9-7 last week in picks.
Well, and also New Orleans. Thank you.
Yeah.
So we have Thursday Night Football in Lambeau Field. The Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers.
Come on, big boy. Put your money where your mouth is, Dom. Let's go.
Actually, Will can do that. Thank you very much.
I picked the Packers. I have faith. Christian Watson, I think, is going to be playing this week. Aaron Jones will be back, so the offense is going to be nearing completion, even though Bakhtiari is not playing. I don't think Elton Jenkins is playing either. But, yeah, I'm all for it.
Honestly, I think it will be a close game, just because it seems like the night games, for the most part, are kind of it just gets that way. It's a division game.
Blah, blah, blah. Are you picking the Packers?
Detroit. I'm picking Detroit. I love Detroit, bro.
This guy's a fraud. I'm calling his buy. Order in the court. I'm calling this guy's buy a fraud. Then, how do you buy the Packers yet don't pick them at home Thursday night? I'm picking the Lions. This guy. It may seem like I'm always. How do you buy a team and then instantly right after not pick them to win at home Thursday night when usually the home team's favored and they usually win like all the time? Like, I don't know, 80% of the time they win. My goodness.
Hey, I picked Detroit last week against what we all thought was my Atlanta Falcons. So
they're my Atlanta Falcons.
What, last time you lone wolfed against Detroit? Last week you lost. Just saying.
Lightning doesn't strike twice in the same place. Let's see. We got our first of 5.
Will literacy does.
London. Overseas games. Europe in the games in Europe. The Atlanta Falcons at the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Give me the Jags, home field turf, baby.
We
It's
complete
an actual home game.
Is anyone doing the Toy Story Mania watch of
Oh
this game?
God, jeez, Louise.
It's only been pushed down my throat for the last 3 weeks.
Absolutely not.
I think Trevor Lawrence said he wanted to be the Slinky
taking
Dog.
his favorite team here.
This is a big get right game for the Jags, though. You know,
I thought last week was a get right.
Desmond Ritter has not won a road game in the NFL either. So,
wow.
The Jags are going to jag. I'm starting to put the Jags in the Jags.
Jags are going to jag off.
Oh,
I'm glad you said it, not me. Well, so it makes me look like the better person. So,
Thank you. Great.
Okay. The Los Angeles Rams at the Indianapolis Colts.
Minshew mania, baby. Minshew mania.
see, this is another one just like Monday night from the previous week. Oh, God, if Anthony Richardson plays, I'm taking the Colts. But like, I don't know if he's playing. Has he progressed at all?
He
this
practiced.
week?
He practiced.
Was he a full participant?
Yeah, practiced with the first reps, but he's still in the concussion protocol.
Oh, Trivia Man's back again.
No, I'm going Rams. I like the Rams, even though remember I convinced you all to take the Rams last week with me against Cincinnati, and we all
Yeah, he
lost.
dragged us all down.
No, I just wasn't going to spend 10 hours on it. I mean, clearly if Joe Burrow played, it was going to be the Bengals. That's like as wasn't making life difficult for Will. So like we had to get the graphic out for game day on Sunday. I wasn't going to be that guy. Like, oh yeah, Colton's like split down the middle. Like, yeah, he plays. Yeah,
You would have accepted it. It's okay, but I'm actually still gonna go Rams. So
Let's see.
I guess I'll go Rams. I guess I don't know if Richardson plays. I'm gonna go Rams. Ugh.
The Baltimore Ravens at the Cleveland Browns.
Give me the Browns.
Congratulations, Dom.
You are lone wolfing Baltimore.
this
I
is
didn't know you were a big Ravens guy.
this is my least favorite moment in my entire life.
Well, congratulations. It's caught on 4K camera.
How did I get caught
So,
with the lone wolf for Baltimore?
You were just the absolute biggest fraud today.
I am, because this is
Green
easily-
Bay, your hated Baltimore Ravens.
This is my least favorite team in all of sports, and I am lone wolfing them. I'm not gonna root for them. I hope I lose. I hate this. I hate that so much.
Hope they tie. So, but yeah.
You know what? I hate everything about it, but I hope Melvin Gordon plays again. I hope he runs for 700 yards. I hate everything about this
40
team.
times, but yeah.
It's the AFC North. They could very well tie.
Minnesota Vikings at the Carolina Panthers. A team has to win.
You give me the Vikings. God almighty, if they lose, you got to fire Kevin O'Connell. Like,
Like,
Is it Bryce Young or is it Andy Dalton?
I think Bryce is playing.
Young, yeah, Bryce is playing.
Doesn't really matter. I'm still picking Minnesota. But
watch, yeah.
I was going to say this could be his final finally his like breakout NFL game.
Though I did
No,
not
you're
mind.
taking the Panthers?
No. Something.
I didn't mind how Andy played though.
You could play well. The quarterback is a rookie and still lose. It happens all the time.
Yeah, it's fair.
We have a clean sweep of the Vikings. The Cincinnati Bengals at the Tennessee Titans. Colton, I am going to fill you in on what is the correct pick here. Okay, unless you have an
No,
objection.
I'm gonna take the Bengals. I thought Monday night was a huge win for them, and I think they're gonna slowly start picking up wins here. I thought if they went 0-3, they could be really in deep doo doo. Like the pressure's on where Tennessee could get them. God, Tennessee's awful, man.
How did Burrow do though? He still
Al-
didn't do that well, right?
almost
Burrow,
The-
But the problem is they were creative enough where they know he can't run, so he can't be taking shots down the field of Jamar Chase. Put him in the slot, and he just tore it up.
Yeah, I think that was a get right game.
Yeah, I think the Bengals won. Did anyone take the Titans? I'm assuming no, right?
No one did.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Let's see. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the New Orleans Saints.
I will not be taking New Orleans until Derek Carr is back.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bucs. Was this a clean sweep? I guess that's what you're saying. Sound.
I did have the Saints because I was like, when's the last time the Buccaneers have beaten the Saints and it wasn't like
That's right. Their
No, I
defense is
remember.
very good. I just think the Buccaneers, like
Marshawn
the game
Lattimore
was, the score was definitely a lot worse than I thought it was Monday night. To be honest, I didn't think they were awful against the Eagles, and I thought the Eagles looked really good. So that kind of tells you, like, we know how good the Eagles are, and the Bucs didn't look horrendous. So I think the Bucs are kind of better than we think. To be honest,
No, the Bucs are definitely better than we think.
I think
but
that's an absolute truth right there. I think we gave the Bucs 0
I
credit,
think the
too.
Baker Mayfield versus the Vikings game was kind of the signal that like them having a quarterback that's not 80 years old who can still throw the ball is a good thing.
We all wrote the Bucs off in our preview
Sure
too.
did.
Like,
That was
We
an 8-minute preview, while the Falcons got 75 hours of primetime content.
They have more wins than Tampa.
I know.
They're 2-1. They're both
They're
2-1.
both 2-1.
Oh, 2-1.
There you go. They're as good as each other.
Let's see. Probably the best 1:00 game of the year so far. The Miami Dolphins at the Buffalo Bills.
It's not cold enough to matter yet.
It's disrespectful that this game is at 1:00, but I'm going to take the Dolphins.
Dom, you are the only one in here that has not picked. You need to pick on air.
I'll take the Dolphins. All right. I just know how I know how close all of our division games are. Will, it's always like that. Look at Tua against the Patriots against week 2. It was a close game. He did not play well. That's how it goes. It's division games. That's how it be. But I'll take Miami.
Yeah,
We
not
clean
cold
sweep
enough for that
Miami.
game to matter.
I
yet.
could see it be close. I could see Buffalo winning just because that's just
It
how
was
it goes.
close when it was cold last time.
Yeah,
So
so
did we?
cold
So
enough.
what did we pick here? Did we?
All Dolphins, all fish.
Dolphins.
All fins. Go
We're gonna
fish.
squish the Bills. Let's see. We can skip over this game if you want, or we can pick it.
I don't
The
even.
Denver
I know
Broncos
what
and the
game it is.
Chicago Bears. I've said they're going to tie. I am confident in keeping the tie. I'm not going to pick a winner because I'm not going to lose.
I'm
I'll lose
taking
in the tie.
I'm taking the Broncos.
I'm taking Denver.
I was the first one to write in the document here, and I just wrote all of us lose because that's just the fact. Everyone.
Well, I'm going to take Denver. I think Denver wins.
Denver's defense can at least make Justin Fields see ghosts.
I want to not take either team out of principle and just take an L on this, but I'm not gonna.
You can go ahead, jump on it. You fraud. Go for it.
With fraud, James.
I'll take. I don't care. You know what? I don't know. This game sucks. I'll take Denver, I guess.
So wait, if it
I was gonna be like, you know what? I'll take Chicago just to be that guy, but I don't even want to do that. It's not even. It all blows. So I'll take Denver. What were we gonna say, Jake?
does Will only win if it's a tie? Otherwise, he gets an L.
Or if they both lose, it could happen. I don't know.
What?
What is Bang Stadium and just
yeah.
Whoever, I
both-
think whoever
Buses
goes
around,
to
they
that
leave.
is over.
I don't know, man. They both wrong stadium. I don't know. It's just all bad. It blows all the way around.
Nah, the time they lock the doors, the teams can't get in. So that's
That's it. They go to the wrong Chicago, the new Chicago arena that doesn't exist yet. No,
Let's see.
whatever.
Washington at Philadelphia.
you can give me the Eagles. I think.
Birds.
I think,
That's terrible.
go Birds.
I think the Commanders suck. I think they're going to make him throw another 4 picks. Quick exaggeration. I think he throws 2 picks. So.
That was bad. His run was sick. That run was really cool.
It's not good. People think he's good for some reason. He's not good.
Sam Howell's on pace to get sacked 107 times.
He's not
David
bad.
Carr was sacked 76 times in the Texans' first year as a franchise.
Oh my God.
So
Like-
let's see. Let's go. Let's move on here. Pittsburgh at Houston. Colton, I already know which way you're going to go, so I'm not going to convince you otherwise.
3-1. We're on a 3-1.
Clean sweep. Clean sweep. Let's see. The Las Vegas Raiders at the Los Angeles Chargers.
Will chose San Diego. I just want everyone to know that.
Correct answer.
It is, yeah. I have to give Will the benefit there. Yeah, I'm going to take the Chargers. I don't know if Jimmy G plays.
I'm okay. Arizona Cardinals at the 49ers. We're gonna skip over that. I already know where we're gonna go there. The New England Patriots at the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, give me the boys.
And Dom, you were making the biggest mistake of your life.
I wanted to do it,
Whatever.
but
I'm okay with it.
Dallas is an emotional team, so they'll come back and probably win by.
They're going to
40.
be embarrassed. I could see them like trying to run it up here.
They're gonna
I really, truly thought the Patriots were like not a bad team. Then I saw them just squeak out a win against the Jets. So like I truly don't know. Like they played so well the first 2 games. Dom, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear the Patriots colors come out. seriously, I thought the Patriots were actually a solid team. Just played two really, really good teams in the Eagles and the Dolphins. And then they just squeaked by the Jets. They're dog
It's just
shit.
how division games in the AFC East are always. That's just how it is. They're always good games. They're always close.
You're proving my point that they're dog shit. You're just adding on that they're dog shit. That they
No,
that's close to the Dolphins.
No, I'm
They're
saying that.
not good. I'm done. No.
I'm saying that's why it was close to the Jets because it's just how it goes. It doesn't matter how good bad the teams are.
Zach Wilson's awful.
Yeah,
He's
but
horrendous. So it
division-
shouldn't be close. He's terrible.
division games are always close, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, the Patriots didn't even have a play the last like 2 times where they're inside the Jets' red 20-yard line, and the Jets have let up 2 touchdowns in 3 games. Yeah. Let's see. I'm not even gonna announce this game. Sunday Night Football. We already know where it's gonna go. The Seattle Seahawks at the New York Giants on Monday night.
Just say the teams at least, though, right?
The Chiefs and the Jets. How many points will the Chiefs win by? Will Taylor Swift even be there? Let's have that.
I'll go
Yes.
with
Taylor
yes.
Swift.
I'll go with yes. It's in New York.
Blaine
New
Gabbert's
Jersey.
going to throw a passing touchdown.
Possible.
Will's very upset. So all right, Seattle.
He's going to throw a pass touchdown.
Aaron Rodgers for the Chiefs is going to throw a passing touchdown.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Can you
All
stop
right.
hurting my feelings,
You're
please?
back.
From a wheelchair.
I'm pretty sure he's one of those like bed things that have the leg out.
Oh, that's cool. He just comes out on a cart and watches.
I gotta go Seattle.
Yes,
Yeah.
Seattle, dude.
Geno Smith revenge game.
I'll be
I
there.
wrote down Geno
I'll be
Smith
there.
revenge game, Jamal Adams revenge game. This is the first time they're playing in that MetLife. Since
You're gonna
they
be
both
there?
have left the Jets.
I'll be there Monday night. Yeah, I'm going to the
Me
game.
and Will have had talks about going, so we may too.
You
want in?
If you're doing it, I want in.
Jake wants in. Maybe we'll do it. Well,
Lower
Let's
bowl
go.
is like
Meet up.
$100.
I wrote Seattle with 20 defensive touchdowns, so I'm looking for that. Just so we're all.
Dude, I'd love to get Josh on the show again. I know he's like vanished into like Oklahoma Boomer Sooner Town, but dude, I really want him to come up here and defend Daniel Jones. Like like some odd reason people in New York think he's like still good, and I truly don't get it.
It's true.
That should be a debate. We'll save that one for next week when they lose again.
40 million.
Did the Giants make an absolute butt fumble of giving Daniel Jones $40 million? And don't give me they can get out of the contract. Don't give me that. $40 million. He's guaranteed $82 million the next 2 years. Garbage. Hot trash. That's trash that's been sitting outside in 120 degrees. It's that bad.
Like what happens in actual New York City. Beautiful.
Yes. And the Monster Rats, which is the offensive line for the Giants. Yes.
Justin Pugh. What? Okay. But, ladies and gentlemen, that rounds out our show. You can follow us on all the great social media platforms: YouTube for the Fan Network, TikTok for the Fan Network, Twitter.
Hey,
X,
TikTok's up to like 40.
_ Instagram at For the Fan Football. You can find us on Facebook For the Fan. You can also find us on your local podcasting platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Spreaker, Juicebox. I don't even know what the hell it is. Juicer. I can't even tell you half of the things that we're even on. Amazon, Alexa, podcasting platforms. That's what we're also on.
Our TikTok's up to like 44,000 likes, by the way. It's pretty awesome. Cool stuff.
To the moon.
To the moon.
To the moon. As always, I am Will. That's Colin. That's Jake. That's Dom. Thank you for tuning in. Tune in next week. I thought you were going to drop it. I was going to make a big explosion.
Can we do this? Can we do this?
No,
I don't-
nothing.
No?
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in, and tune in next week.